Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly Tarot reading for August the 10th through to the 16th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you so much for your support, whether it is through your likes, sharing me with your friends and family, or subscribing, your comments, really just all the love and support you give me each and every day. Thank you so much. Let's get right to you, because we start with really, I think, two cards that really make a dynamic week for you. We have the Three of Pentacles as your very first card. So this shows me somebody who has been working very hard to create their vision of tomorrow. And I think many times in the past, by this card being your first card, that I don't know, you felt like nobody was paying attention, or nobody was watching, or the workload just got so much, and you just felt like you were spinning your wheels at times because you weren't getting anywhere, regardless of how much energy and how much focus you put into the project or the situation or the job, or within the community or within the home. People weren't noticing, and they were, okay, because the Empress sits underneath this. So this tells me that where you have been putting in the energy, where you have been putting in the work, where you have been putting in um, the overtime, the extra responsibilities, the extra obligations, that is where um, you shine this week. Okay, this is where things could even, I see the two lights on each side of the Three of Pentacles there, so lighten up is what I'm getting, or um, you don't have to prove yourself as much. Or the Empress is birth, rebirth, new beginnings. So I mean, this could actually, if it's in career, it's going to launch your career, or you're going to get that promotion, or you're going to get that raise in pay, or you're going to get the benefits that you were hoping to get, or that extra week's vacation, or there's something that really all the work you've done to this point in creating your future has been for something, because I think this week is when the reward starts to come in for you. Things get a little easier, things get lighter, okay? And you're making the right choices to go forward. But the Empress, that's a pretty high position. So I would have to think in the promotions, or if you were going for stature in the community, maybe you belong to a group, now you're a vice president or president, or you're heading a committee, or um, it's something along those lines. So fit it into your priority list, where you've been putting your energy, but where you have been putting your energy the most. And it's really been the struggle. It's really been a lot of commitment, a lot of obligation, a lot of maybe lost sleep, maybe not being with your loved ones as much as you would like to be. This is where the sigh of relief comes in, but also the opportunity to actually get rewarded for all that time, that energy, that focus that you've been giving out. Okay, so where you thought that you were spinning your wheels, I think that this week it opens up to you. Okay, now we have the Star, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups together. So now the Star is actually seeing your goals, your dreams, knowing that you can get to them. The Page of Pentacles, uh, you're kind of looking in the crystal ball of finances. You're kind of looking at how to grow your wealth, how to grow your security. It could be your well-being. And then we have the Three of Cups. So actually, if you take the Three of Cups, which is joy and celebration and friends and family and all that wonderful stuff, you might actually be able to go after your goals and dreams, in, it might be more of a social context now for you, where you were doing obligations and responsibilities, and now it's more of the right hands to shake. It's like socializing with purpose. Okay, so let's start at the beginning here, the Star. Okay, so this is where you see how your goals and your dreams are going to manifest going forward. You see the rainbow in the sky. You know that you can do it. You know that you can reach that point and beyond. Now, we have the Page of Pentacles that sits in the middle. So we kind of hold that pentacle like a crystal ball. We're kind of looking into it. Now, this is not the energy that we want to use that pie in the sky, hopes and dreams and fantasy and all kinds of frivolous wishes. And I mean, we want to be really grounded in our approach. Most definitely. I mean, we have the Empress here as our strongest, one of our strongest cards. So we want to definitely be keeping a focus. We don't want to be looking at our crystal ball with that kind of, we want to be looking into the future though. We want to be looking at where we're going, what we are creating, and the opportunities to create. And since it follows into the Three of Cups, where we have joy and celebration, I mean, this is groups of people getting together and having fun. So it might be that you need to put yourself into a more of a social context now in order to meet the right people, make the right connections, become more involved in the community in some way. And there's that rainbow. So there is cause for celebration this week, absolutely, when this card shows up. There is cause for joy. But I think with the three cards together, there's also more of a meaning to it. And I think the meaning would be to get out there and experience the world a little bit more. If you're looking for somebody special in your life, you're going to meet them in the crowd. If you're looking for that new career boost, you're looking for it in the crowd. If you're looking for a promotion, you're looking at it through the social part of life. Okay, not so much the hard work and everything that you've been doing up to this point, because we know now that people are looking, that people are noticing what we can do, what we bring to the table. So now it's a little bit more about spreading ourselves, pushing ourselves to more community, more a variety of people, a larger variety of people. Absolutely. Now we have the Seven of Wands and the Two of Pentacles here. The Seven of Wands is you making this declaration, you making this statement. Two of Pentacles is kind of an imbalance, some decisions to be made because of an imbalance. So look at how strong you stand here. It's kind of like you're saying, you know what? I know how I'm going to go forward. I know who I've become. I know where I want to go. This is the path I choose. And you're strong. Now, you may not be saying that to anybody other than yourself, but you are making that declaration this week. You are feeling it to the core of who you are. There's a strength about you this week, a knowledge about you this week. So tap into that. If any kind of self-doubt comes up, don't allow it to. Any kind of negativity, don't allow it to. In fact, you know, that could be the imbalance, right? For those of you in a relationship of any kind, I'm going to think lovers and long-term lovers, but it could be if you had a very close relationship with your boss or somebody within the community and they've always relied on you and you were always their strong right hand. I think that's where the imbalance is. Now you kind of have to branch away from those kind of relationships. I mean, keep those relationships close at heart, but they have to learn how to share you. They have to learn how to share you. They have to learn how to allow you to be who you are going forward. And I think that starts to come into being this week for you. Okay, where you start to want that balance, where you want that sense of, now it could be too that you have been working so hard and family has been lacking, or maybe your spirituality, or maybe it's the other way. Maybe you've been at home and now it's time to branch out into the community, into the world, um, and have that self time out in the community, out in the world, out into the working world, out into the career world. But these are good things coming in, okay? Because you have a pentacle in each hand, a ship coming in on each side. So don't worry so much about the imbalance, but know that it's going to be there and it's part of your declaration going forward of who you're becoming. I see you very much in social crowds. I think that's where you find happiness. That's where you find joy. That's where you're making the right connections. That's where you're finding that fuel to go forward. So say yes to opportunities that come about, any kind of social gathering, any type of getting together and mingling and sharing ideas, especially with like-minded people. I think it's going to do you a world of good, and it's really going to propel you into your future path. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.